Imagine a vast network of highways stretching over 60,000 miles. This is your circulatory system. After the age of 40, these internal pipelines, your arteries, begin to change. Most people believe that a heart attack or a stroke is a sudden event, like a lightning bolt from a clear sky. But the medical truth is much different. Your body doesn't just break one day, it has been whispering warnings to you for years, sometimes even decades. Clogged arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis, is a slow, silent process where fat, cholesterol, and calcium build up to form plaque inside your vessel walls. Because your arteries don't have nerves that feel pain on the inside, you can have a 70% or 80% blockage and feel completely fine. Until that one critical moment. Today, we are decoding the 5 most ignored silent signs that your arteries are struggling. If you are over 40, these signals are your body's early warning system. Listen closely because catching these whispers early is the only way to prevent the loud emergency later. Have you ever noticed a strange cramping, heaviness, or burning sensation in your calves, thighs, or hips while you're walking or climbing stairs? But then, as soon as you sit down for a few minutes, the pain simply vanishes? Most people dismiss this as a simple muscle strain, a lack of fitness, or just getting old. However, in the medical world, this is a classic symptom called intermittent claudication. Think of your leg muscles like an engine. When you walk, that engine needs more fuel, which is oxygen-rich blood. If the arteries in your legs are narrowed by plaque, they act like a kinked garden hose. They can provide enough blood while you are resting, but as soon as you move, the supply cannot meet the demand. Your muscles begin to suffocate from a lack of oxygen, which creates that intense cramping pain. If this pain is consistent, appearing during activity and disappearing with rest, it isn't a muscle problem. It is a clear sign of peripheral artery disease. And here is the scary part. If the arteries in your legs are narrowed, it is a near certainty that the arteries leading to your heart and brain are also under pressure. Your legs are the messengers for your entire cardiovascular system. Do you find yourself reaching for socks even in the middle of summer? Do your family members comment on how cold your hands feel to the touch? While some people are naturally more sensitive to temperature, chronically cold extremities after the age of 40 are a major silent signal of reduced blood flow. Your body is a master of survival. When your arterial pipes become narrowed by plaque, blood flow becomes a scarce resource. In this state, your system begins to prioritize. It pulls blood away from your peripheral areas, like your fingers and toes, to ensure your vital organs, such as your heart and brain, stay oxygenated. This is why your feet may feel like ice even in a warm room. But don't just feel the temperature, look at the physical changes. Check your lower legs for a lack of hair growth or skin that looks unusually shiny or tight. If you notice that small cuts on your feet take weeks to heal, it's because the repair team in your blood cannot reach the site fast enough through the clogged channels. This isn't just poor circulation. It is your body struggling to push life-giving oxygen through narrowed, stiffened vessels. We all expect to get a bit winded if we run a mile or lift heavy furniture. But what if you feel short of breath after simply walking to the mailbox, carrying a light bag of groceries, or even during a conversation? This is often the most frequently ignored sign of clogged coronary arteries. Your heart and lungs work in a perfect synchronized loop. Your lungs take in oxygen, and your heart pumps that oxygen to the rest of your body. However, the heart itself is a muscle that needs its own dedicated supply of oxygen through the coronary arteries. If these tiny fuel lines are narrowed by plaque, your heart cannot pump with its full strength. When the heart struggles, fluid can begin to back up into the lungs, making every breath feel like a struggle. Many people over 40 tell themselves, "I'm just out of shape," or "I need to hit the gym." But if your level of breathlessness doesn't match the level of your physical activity, it's not your lungs failing you, it's your heart crying out, because its fuel lines are restricted. If you feel like you can't catch your breath during simple daily tasks, your heart is telling you that it's working way too hard to push blood through a clogged system. This is the sign that is most often dismissed as stress or vertigo, but it is arguably the most dangerous. Have you ever experienced a sudden bout of dizziness or lightheadedness that passes in just a few seconds? Or perhaps your vision becomes blurry or gray in one eye for a brief moment and then returns to normal. These are not just tired eyes or a head rush. They can be signs of plaque buildup in your carotid arteries, the two major vessels on each side of your neck that supply blood to your brain. Small pieces of plaque or tiny blood clots can break off and temporarily block the blood flow to your brain or optic nerve. This is what doctors call a mini stroke, or TIA. Because these symptoms disappear so quickly, most people ignore them and go about their day. But after 40, these micro warnings are a clear signal that the blood flow to your most vital organ is being compromised. Your brain is incredibly sensitive. It consumes 20% of your body's oxygen. If that supply is interrupted even for a heartbeat, it sends out these SOS signals of dizziness and blurred vision. Ignoring these small moments is like ignoring a fire alarm because it stopped ringing after 5 seconds. The fire is still there. This is a sign that surprises almost everyone. Did you know that chronic lower back pain can actually be a symptom of clogged arteries? The lumbar discs in your spine are the largest structures in the body without their own direct blood vessels. They rely on a very delicate supply of nutrients from the arteries surrounding the spine. If the main arteries leading to your lower back are narrowed by plaque, the discs in your spine are essentially starved of the nutrients they need to stay hydrated and strong. Over time, this causes the discs to degenerate, lead to inflammation, and result in chronic lower back pain that doesn't seem to respond to typical physical therapy. Studies have shown that people with chronic lower back pain are significantly more likely to have advanced arterial clogging. Your back isn't just aching, it might be reacting to a lack of nutrition caused by restricted plumbing in your core. The good news is that your body is incredibly resilient. While you cannot power wash plaque away instantly, you can stop its progression and even stabilize it. The power of nitric oxide. Eat foods like beets, arugula, and leafy greens. These boost nitric oxide, which helps your arteries relax, widen, and stay flexible. Omega-3s as a lubricant. Fatty fish like salmon or high-quality walnuts reduce the inflammation that makes plaque sticky and dangerous. Stop the sandpaper effect. High blood sugar acts like sandpaper on the inside of your artery walls, creating tiny tears where plaque loves to hide. Reducing processed sugar is the single best thing you can do for your pipes. Consistent movement. A simple 30-minute brisk walk daily forces your heart to pump harder, which actually trains your arteries to stay open and resilient. Your health is not something that disappears overnight. It is lost in small, silent stages. These 5 signs are your body's way of giving you a second chance to fix the plumbing before the flood happens. While this information is designed to help you recognize these patterns, it is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have noticed these symptoms, please consult a healthcare provider for a thorough checkup. If you found this deep dive into arterial health helpful, please hit the like button and share this video with someone you love, especially if they are over 40. Don't forget to subscribe to Silent Health Signals to join our mission of decoding the body's whispers. Comment below, "I am listening to my body," to commit to your health journey today. Thank you for watching and stay healthy.